And now, let's take a trip to the Capitol, where the House of Representatives is currently starring in a reality show called American Dysfunction. No script, no shame, no budget. Inside, the vibe is less deliberative democracy and more Thanksgiving dinner with divorced raccoons and one loaded weapon on the table. Speaker Kevin McCarthy, still technically in charge, if only in the way a mall cop is technically law enforcement, is trying to lead a chamber where the loudest voices belong to people who think vaccines are mind control and compromise is a communist slur. The Freedom Caucus, which is neither free nor organized enough to be a real caucus, keeps threatening to remove McCarthy unless he agrees to defund everything from the IRS to the Department of Education to possibly gravity itself. At this point, they'd shut down the National Weather Service just to spite a hurricane. Meanwhile, Democrats stand by making concerned facial expressions, occasionally whispering institutional integrity, like it's a prayer to a god that left the building years ago. What used to be debate is now a performance full of sound, fury, and poorly designed PowerPoint slides. Hearings look like open mic night at a conspiracy bar. Bills are written like tweets. And actual governance? That's a side quest no one accepted. Instead, we get resolutions to declare AR-15s the national gun, hearings to prove ESG investing is witchcraft, and a bipartisan inability to do literally anything useful. Imagine a group project where no one brings the slides, half the group is yelling about lizard people, and the other half is updating their LinkedIn during the fire drill. That's Congress. And yet, through all the yelling, the shutdowns, the airstrikes, and the subpoenas served with a side of rage, something weird is happening. People are starting to pay attention. Not the cable news screamers or Reddit doom scrollers, but real people. The ones who usually tune out until their tax return disappears or the DMV starts handing out ration cards. This week, more Americans Googled government shutdown than Taylor Swift boyfriend. That's progress. Kind of. Folks are noticing that their government is being run like a group chat full of narcissists, grifters, and that one guy who thinks the gold standard will solve everything. They're seeing the FBI act like a rogue HOA, the Pentagon treating diplomacy like a demolition derby, and the House behaving like it's been possessed by the spirit of a cursed YouTube comments section. And for the first time in a while, there's a whisper of something real. This can't go on. It's not optimism, exactly. It's awareness. Exhausted, over-caffeinated, side-eyed awareness. The kind that says, wait, is this really the best we can do? Maybe not today, maybe not even next term. But somewhere between the clown car budget hearings and the fascism-curious subcommittees, people are remembering that this country isn't supposed to run on outrage, fear, or one guy's podcast. It's supposed to run on people. Boring, flawed, funny, angry, passionate people who still vote, still organize, and still roll their eyes just enough to know when they're being played. So yeah, this week was a train wreck on roller skates. We lost comedy to censorship, lost governance to sabotage, and nearly lost the concept of free speech to merchandised martyrdom. But we're still here, watching, laughing, voting, and next week, we'll still be watching because someone has to keep track of the circus. And if they're going to keep setting the tent on fire, we might as well roast some marshmallows on the way down.